Hi guys, it's Ricky and this is Ricky Reveals. So I'm getting this energy of people being big mad. Like big mad. Like they really had every opportunity in the book to wake up and smell the coffee and they just kept hitting the snooze button. Now it's too late. Oh, shenanigans. Okay. I think that to me right there says there's some people that there a lot of people are going to try and come back and be fake and like I'm so sorry, can you ever forgive me, by the way, can I have a couple $100 or a couple $1,000? That what I just went through to pull these out, some people are just not, they know they was completely dirty for what they did and they're not even going to attempt to face you. But you've always got the ones that are like shameless. Okay, let's go ahead and do what zodiacs this is for. I might have taken too many, but oh well if I did. So we've got Aries. We've got Gemini. Libra. Leo. Taurus. That's only 5. Oh no, Capricorn's missing. I was wondering, I was like, I'm one short. Forgot I put Capricorn in here. God protected me. Was my way of silently asking for God's protection by putting it in the Bible. No, it was the closest thing to me. No, I just done a reading, and after I turned off the camera, I continued reading in the Bible and decided to use the Capricorn as a bookmark. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it, Capricorn, because I do feel like Capricorn's supposed to be here. Okay. We'll do this one next. Well, I only want to make things right. I just want to go back to being the same. Well, I only want to make things right before you walk out my life. I bet you're going to be hearing that a lot in the coming weeks. Or if this is your story. And I think some people genuinely will be remorseful. Like, I think they honestly were just in a group of people and false information was being spread around, and like hysteria, they just went with the masses. And now they feel absolutely ashamed and ignorant that they were that easily duped. Florida. Jody. Billy. Mike. Tony. Linda. Art. George. You are my queen. See, people are going to be kissing your ass. May. North Carolina. China. True love comes when you love yourself. New Hampshire. Wisconsin. We will be together soon. False twin flame. Massachusetts. 70s. Friday. Drummer. I'm sorry. Pray and meditate. And September. So something could have happened in September or May of last year, or something is going to happen in September or May this year. Let me get... Okay. Yeah, I'll do this one. So let's do John 11:11. If my happy ass can see it good enough to read, to be able to read it, I gotta make a doctor's appointment. Okay. These things said he, and after that he saith unto them, our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go there that I may awake him out of sleep. So, what did I say when I first started this? I'm getting the energy of people that had like every chance in the book to wake up and stop sleeping on this person or sleeping on you, depending on how it resonates. And that Bible verse, like just randomly, that's the one that came to me, and I went to it. Our friend Lazarus is sleeping, but I'm going to go wake him up. So I think there's at least one person that's meant to be in your life that you don't do anything. Like, do not force this. God's going to do it. There is somebody who's meant to go through this next chapter of your life with you, but they slept on you. And I think you originally were told by God that don't take anybody with you, because I mean, if they don't do the right thing, don't leave them behind. You ain't got time for them anymore. Your life's too your destiny's too important. The calling on your life is too great. You cannot afford to have people in your life that do not see your worth anymore. And but this one, they were supposed to see it, but through manipulation, strong, heavy manipulation from a lot of other people, they weren't strong enough spiritually to withstand the manipulation, and they never got to the point to where they were able to see you for who you truly were. God is saying, hey, you stay where you're at, you listen to what I told you, but I'm going to work something out. I'm going to work a miracle. So don't try and get in the way. Let God do what he does, and you'll be really happy later. Keep working on yourself. With that, true love comes when you love yourself. Just work on being the best you can be, and trust God will bring this person in when you and them are both ready. I think it's a little bit on both ends. You guys have, like, if he would have, or this person would have done the work, then I think you're far enough along to where you guys could have, you know what I mean? But, and even if, you are far enough along or whatever, there's still we're in an imperfect world. We're imperfect beings. There is no perfection. You know what I mean? So, like, we can always grow and be better with each passing day. So it's like a continuous journey, not like a assignment that has an end date. You know what I mean? Well, I guess we do have end dates, but it's not what I meant. Like, there's never any like set date for your healing to be done by, and then you go on through life fully healed the rest of your life. Now, healing is something that takes place your entire life. Three of Swords, heartbreak. So, if you know that you're still like hurt from a past heartbreak, probably from this person that slept on you, that's what you need to be focusing on right now, is getting that completely healed. That way, when God works this miracle, you don't mess it up by like being in your pride or ego. Because if God's gonna work this out to where he gives you a miracle, then there's really an important purpose for you guys to be in each other's lives. Or else God would just say with what he said, and don't take anybody with you that slept on you. But if you're being drugged and manipulated, like, you're not really sleeping, you're being harassed, I think if this guy or girl or however it resonates, if they would have had a better uh, uh, friends group or family dynamic, they would have been where they would have gotten to you on time. Page of Wands, it's time to take action. So that action is going to be taken by God. Unless there's something else that He's called you to do, and then you know what I'm talking about. If that triggered you, then obviously there's something else that's to be worked on. Um, Conflict is coming. You're coming up out of conflict, so I guess people have been fighting long enough, and they've all finally got it through their thick head. We just have to let this go because this person was destined to have it, and God sure as hell ain't gonna give it to it. Let us get it. Look at all the shit we went through, and we still didn't get it. So it's where it rightfully belongs, and I gotta just throw my hands up and go home. Because I'm tired of having a bloody face and no integrity and no public recognition. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is bigger than you think. I think you've been prepared for it and you've been like waiting for it. Like you and God, you walk with God, you talk with God. So God told you a long time ago, at least a couple of years, that He was going to do whatever for you, and you've never given up on the faith that God does not lie, and if he told you this, that you're going to get it, and you've kept the faith and you've never given up, even though I think it's probably wearing thin because of the fact that I think when God first revealed this to you, that this was going to be your life, this was going to be your inheritance, I think you expected it a lot quicker. And so you got through a season, and you're like, hey, it's got to be this next season. It's got to be this next season. I'm going to get it. And then the next season came and went, and you didn't get it. But you're like, okay, the next season. And then the next season came and went, and you didn't get it. And now you're just like, because, God's telling you to get excited. You know what I mean? It's time to live again, not just exist. And you're just like, God, I ain't got it in me one more time. If I get excited one more time, and this ain't my season, I think it'll crush me. Even though He's God and He knows what you can handle more than you do. But I think that's the mentality this person's in. Like they've gotten excited and ramped up for it, and we're waiting, and each season went by, and it didn't show up, and then the next season went by, it didn't show up. It's just like, man, I can't keep vibing myself up like just for letdown. That's what you're feeling, but it's not. It's not gonna be. This is your season. This time, legit, is your time. The Hierophant landing in the center of the reading. So, God is in the center of your life, and He is calling the shots. This is your winning season. God never leaves any of us or forsakes any of us, but you right now, God is literally. He's pushing you or like holding your hand or however you want to look at it. He is right there, like with you. And He's going to everything you've ever wanted, you're going to get it this season. It may not be like exactly to like the way you thought you were going to get it, or in the order you thought you were going to get it, or whatever. But if you prayed for it and He told you He's going to give it to you, it's coming in this season, and He's going to walk you straight to it. Just flow with Him. Just flow. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe. It's a God vibe. But just flow with Him. Like, I remember the first time I ever like met Jesus for myself. I literally like had the shamanic glory of God on me. Like I could feel it 24/7. If I was awake, I felt it. And it lasted for like 3.5 months. Three and a half months. And literally a part of that blessing was knowing all I had to do was open my eyes and make the willing choice to get up out of bed. No, I did not force anything. Literally, I feel like even down to like the outfit I was going to wear that day, it's like God, like your parents do when you're a kid, like God had picked it out and like laid it on my chase lounge or whatever, or at the foot of my bed. And I just had to get up and shower and put it on. And then, as far as cooking, work, just it was like a whole flow. And it's like I just walked through life like he was walking right there with me, and I did not have to. It's like I got everywhere I needed to be right on time at the point where I was either supposed to receive something or I was supposed to give something, and it's just all interactions flowed like the ocean or like a river. And that's how if you let God completely be the guide of your life and give him total control, and you fully surrender, that's how life, I mean, it literally is a flow. I remember he taught me a lot of lessons in that season too. One is if he doesn't want you to have it, you're not gonna get it. I don't care how easy it is. Like, for example, for me, at that time, I was, well, no, actually, that through that period where I had the shamanic glory, I mean, like I could feel his presence, like actually feel it, physically feel it. I wasn't doing anything. I barely even smoked cigarettes, and I've been smoking since I was 13. So like that was a very it's like I didn't want nothing but God. Like I didn't even watch secular TV or movies, or I didn't listen to secular music. I wanted to either be reading the Bible, listening to sermons in church, or gospel music, and that's what I did for 3 months. This little always his pride and his vanity, it's got to show up and like try and look better than God, but it never works. You think after a couple eons he'd stop trying, and then 10 of wands. But so I kept trying to get a bag of like a 20 sack of weed, and I'm not kidding, never in my entire life have I ever had any trouble getting weed. Even when I was traveling across the country, like it was like certain gas stations, you make contact with a certain person, and people, birds of a feather flock together. So when you are, whether you think you're doing it secretly or not, or whatever, people that are involved in the same activities as you, whether they're sinful or righteous or just legal, illegal, whatever, people that are involved in the same kind of activities as you can spot each other. It's just like we have that that radar, that sign on our forehead that we stick out to each other. But so even being like completely 1,000 miles away from home, don't know anybody, only going to be in town for like an hour, I'm able to get weed. I'm telling you. And that this season I was in, I had a couple friends that sold the shit, always had the shit, never was out, and I think I tried for 3 days. I was like, you ain't getting that bag of weed. You ain't getting no weed. And I'm not kidding. I just surrendered because I was like, okay, God wasn't playing. I ain't getting this bag of weed. But it's something that would have been so simple any other time. All the trying in the world, I couldn't get it. And then quite on the opposite side of the spectrum, things that I've tried for years and years and years and years to get, and never just could seem to wrap my head around a good enough execution plan to get that particular thing. In that season, literally, I just had to walk up to whatever it was and somebody, it was like God himself, just put it in my hand. I mean, when you flow with God, you don't have to force anything. You literally just flow. The Seven of Swords and the Emperor. So, I think this is going to, the Seven of Swords in this particular case, people are seeing this money coming at you. I'm not kidding. This is going to be, it's your inheritance. It's your reward for all the things you've gone through in your past. So this is going to be huge. And you've got probably 10 people that either A, do actually want to steal it from you, or they know they did you dirty. They know they did you dirty, and but they really want some of this money. So there'll be ones that will beg on their knees, please, please, please. I can't. I'm so sorry I did that to you. If I could go back in time, um if I could change it, I would. Well, you can't. That's the thing. Um, and I can't unsee it now that I've seen it. The star. But anyways, those people, because again, you've still got that hedge of protection. There's really nothing to worry about, but I think the general mourning in this whole thing situation here is really at this point, at least in this first section of the season, or in this first season of the rest of your life, you cannot trust anyone. Don't listen to anything anybody says, because where were they at a week ago? Where were they at 2 months ago? Where were they at 6 months ago? They weren't loving you then. You know what I mean? They probably were talking shit about you, trying to get you in trouble, trying to steal this away from you, keeping you from ever receiving it. So you could be an Aquarius, or you could be a star, or it could just be somebody with a lot of options, which means your partner probably saw you as a star, and it probably either A, as bad as they wanted the relationship with you to work, they just couldn't handle they were just too jealous. And I don't think the relationship necessarily ended bad between you guys. I just think that you was like, hey, look, I'm kind of in a low spot right now, and I don't, if anything happens to where I lose my place to live, or I lose my stability in the blink of an eye, I cannot help you. So I'm not kicking you out, but if you don't go now, it's fine. You could stay. We can ride it till the wheels fall off. But when the wheels do fall off, if you have nowhere to go, you're going to be sleeping under a bridge, and I don't want that to happen to you. So it's like, I'm not kicking you out, but I'm just basically saying this is the best thing you could do, because if you don't do it now and I lose my spot, well, then obviously you lose it too, and I have nothing else to offer you. So I don't want to have to feel the guilt of wondering whether or not you're sleeping under a bridge. The Lovers, also a card of choice. That could, well, with the Seven of Cups and the Lovers being there and the Star being there, that could have been somebody who had a choice of at least between two lovers, and they chose the wrong one. Because that Three of Cups, when I first looked down originally, it was in the reverse. Excuse me. So we got Three of Cups, King of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Page of Cups to clarify the Knight of Wands, or the Five of Wands. Yeah, I guess I didn't really need to technically clarify the Five of Wands, because what I just pulled out to a T, I mean, that's the epitome of the definition of the Five of Wands. So you had 6 people here who didn't know what to do, because the Star, or this person who just came into sudden wealth, because I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. None of these people could see them for who they were until they saw how many zeros were in their bank account.
James, don't forget the trash cans tonight.
Oh, I'll be out there in a second when I get done with this. So none of them really fully gave this person what this person deserved. They didn't see their full worth, and so basically they either picked somebody else or they chose to be single. And now they all are realizing their mistake, and now they're fighting amongst themselves to, I guess, best man gets the star, or I don't know, or something, or they were all plotting against this Ace of Pentacles so that the star wouldn't get it, and now that their plot has been foiled and like they've been exposed, they're fighting over that. So I can go either way, and actually maybe even both. They're fighting because they're getting busted, and they're fighting because they want to be the one that gets the new beginning with the Ten of Cups and the Sun. Wow. Okay, so the Hierophant, the Fool, the Ten of Cups, and the Sun. Literally, don't push or force anything. Let God do what God do. Because He has promised you you're going to be happier than you've ever been, and He was not kidding. I mean, this is what's coming for you in the next week. I mean, up to the next month or whatever. But I think once you see that first, like, physical evidence or physical manifestation of something that you prayed for, you better start like carrying around a bucket, because it's just going to start raining down. Like, blessing after blessing, abundance after abundance. Like, God, He did not lie to you when He told you you will be happier than you've ever been. That's exactly what this says. Well, because I mean, that's God. This is a new beginning. Like, ultimate emotional fulfillment. And the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. See, why is the Devil here? You could be a Capricorn. Like I said, when I was putting out the Zodiacs, Capricorn was meant to be here. So you could be a Capricorn, or you could be dealing with one. This Capricorn could be the one that's getting the money or getting the victory. Because I have Six of Wands, which is the victory card. Seven of Pentacles, which is harvest card, or, planting seeds and waiting for them to harvest, or for, and then the Two of Wands. Somebody who doesn't know which road to choose. And I think that's probably this ex of theirs. I hate that, but oh well, it is what it is. Them not knowing what they wanted and choosing the other way, and that this star, this independent feminine, I mean, they're in that victory energy now, but they went through a period where they felt left out in the cold, and they probably cried many nights, not knowing why the hell the relationship why they got ghosted. Like, this person won't talk to them, nothing. Like, completely, like, they were there one minute and they were gone the next, and it was almost as if they never existed. And this person took it pretty hard, which, I mean, I would too. But now that it's a little bit of time's passed, they've cried a lot. They've done they've done shadow work, they've done healing work. Then they're getting these blessings, and it's just like all things, time heals all wounds. I mean, I think there's certain things that like death, you know what I mean? Like, but any of us that's ever lost anyone that was like super, super close, as you get years out, it's nowhere near as bad as it was in the beginning. It's still there. And like, I mean, my best friend died. She was 24. I was 25. And she died like out of nowhere. It was the hospital gave her the wrong medication. She went in one day, and literally overnight, the medicine like messed with her, and it killed her. That took me quite a few years to fully process that. But even to this day, like, if I think about her, like the right memory at the right, or the wrong memory at the wrong time, I'll still like just tears will hit me like out of nowhere. But it's not like it was in the beginning where it was all I could think about. Think global. You are being encouraged to spread your wings. Think outside the square. You are a citizen of the world. Expand your vision. Imagine the world within your heart. Embrace it. Surround it with love. Let it be, and so it will be. I think you have been you've earned this blessing, whatever it is. Um, and I think the reason why you got so heavily tested and you had to go through the things you went through, because God had to know that you could be trusted with this. So, like I said earlier, this is huge. Whatever it is you're getting, it's huge, and you had to be tested and tested and tested to make sure you can be trusted with this blessing or blessings. Um, all will work out well. We, your angels, are here to mature, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. So, a part of the reason why you're getting such glorious gifts, it's going to help you heal. Because I think even though you've always had faith and you've always been grateful for the things that you have, like going through so many heartbreaking situations and so many letdowns throughout your life, I think you kind of probably had this mentality of like, yeah, miracles happen, but they just don't happen for me. Like, I'm not good enough for them. I'm just not good enough for God or whatever. I mean, because you've never really seen like on the spot miracles or like for yourself, like you have like maybe probably watching TV or something, or the news, or being out and about and seeing it happen for other people. So they exist, God does them, but for whatever reason, you've never been privy to get one. I mean, you have been, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you've had that mentality sometimes when you've been depressed or feeling sorry for yourself. We all do it. So now that will never be an issue again, because this is going to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that yes, you are good enough, and yes, God does love you enough. And guess what? Let it rain. Let it rain. Faith. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. It's not going to be much longer, guys, if you're resonating with this. Archangel Raphael, feel yourself surrounded by the emerald green light. Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. 2 in a row that said the same, basically word for word the same thing. That's just like, I guess, the LLC or the book. It's not a card. Divine mystery. You, along with the sun, earth, moon, and stars, are part of one creation. A divine mystery unfolding each moment. Be present and feel the power of now. Be in the moment and witness the wonder of it all. Don't just be in the moment. Like, take it all in. Like, look all around you. Listen to everything. Like, don't get too distracted by anything and don't get too fixated on one blessing. Because you are meant to enjoy the fullness of everything you're getting. Archangel Michael. The path is now clear. I have removed all obstacles in your way. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. And I'm going to end it there, guys. I love you. If you love me as much as I love you, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.